Another Royal Marine takes on the role of Governor of Gibraltar. And, as is traditional, he and his wife Lorraine arrived aboard a Navy vessel, RFA Mounts Bay. He was greeted at the naval base by the Chief Minister and Alison Macmillan, who handed over the role of Governor. His arrival was met with a 17-gun salute. Lieutenant General Edward Davis was greeted at the lobby of Parliament by a guard of honour consisting of the Royal Gibraltar Police and a contingent of scouts and guides, as well as the St John's ambulance. He was escorted up the stairs by the Speaker and the Clerk. In the light of the previous governor having cut his time in Gibraltar short, it was poignant that Mr Davis set out his stall in his very first address. He said he would be here for a full term of 4 years, practically mirroring the term of office of this GSLP Liberal administration. He said he was very much looking forward to meeting many sectors of the Gibraltar community and pledged to do everything possible to protect their home.
Accordingly, it's with the utmost sense of honour and responsibility that I've just taken the oaths of allegiance and due execution to Her Majesty the Queen and been sworn in as the Governor and Commander-in-Chief of Gibraltar. In doing so, I pledge to do everything within my constitutional role to assure the sovereignty, the security and success of Gibraltar. Equally, my wife and I pledge to do everything within our collective capacity and resolution to help progress and promote Gibraltar's vital advantages, its people and its environment.
In his address to the Governor, the Chief Minister said Gibraltar was leaving nothing to chance in the lead-up to the EU membership referendum. Fabian Picardo said the government was already in the process of carrying out an economic study to analyse the different possible permutations of that referendum.
The decision on whether or not the United Kingdom should remain a part of the European Union is one which will, in great measure, be determinative of our long-term fortunes as a nation. Public opinion in Gibraltar is therefore broadly in favour of continued membership of the European Union. And that position, I believe, is also reflected in this chamber. And I believe that we will see a unified Gibraltar position in this important coming referendum.
And the leader of the opposition said he didn't believe there was an appetite in Gibraltar for further devolution, and argued it was his party's policy that the 2006 constitution provided the maximum possible level of self-government. However, Daniel Feetham said he was happy to hear what the government had in mind on the matter.
Our position is that our constitution is good enough for the United Nations to delist us from the list of non-self-governing territories, and despite that, the United Nations refuses to do so. There is no guarantee that a new constitution will lead to the delisting of Gibraltar from the list of non-self-governing territories.
And the governor brought with him a message from the Queen, thanking the people of Gibraltar once again for their loyalty.
Mr Speaker, I'm delighted to be able to conclude with a message from Her Majesty the Queen, who has asked me to convey her continued gratitude for the loyalty of the people of Gibraltar and her best wishes on the occasion of the swearing-in of our 22nd Governor of Gibraltar during her reign.
With the parliamentary ceremony over, the newly sworn-in governor stepped outside to a Royal Gibraltar Regiment Guard of Honour. The governor is Commander-in-Chief of the regiment, a division of the UK Armed Forces, which the Chief Minister had already paid tribute to in his speech earlier in the morning. Edward Davis then walked to the convent together with Mr Picardo and took the opportunity to meet Gibraltar's citizens firsthand.
Most moving, most humbling, wonderful to be here. I've been increasingly excited and enthused about the prospect. It's every bit as good as I thought it was going to be. It's great to be here, and I'm really looking forward to being the Governor of Gibraltar for the next 4 years.
Social protocols over, the new governor and his wife stepped through the doors of the convent and will now set themselves the task of making Gibraltar their home for the next 4 years.